It's Reptile! Remember, a draw was made earlier tonight. No one really knowing who they were going to face, but this is certainly an interesting confrontation. The man that turned his back on Coopism. That is, of course, Reptile. He now takes on Zola, the man who I guess in no sense of a better word, stabbed in the back at Golden Ambitions. The difference between his stabbing in the back and another stabbing in the back is that when he stabbed Zolawak in the back, it was for a good cause. Of course, I should state, but I have actually seen Lucario now, and though I am happy to see him safe, it's somewhat bittersweet seeing what he has become. Anyway, you see right now, Zolawak looking in that submission. Submission or a KO win will put either of these two ahead of Sebulba right now. However, a pinfall win will tie them with Sebulba. The only way they could win and not go ahead is if they were to win by DQ. However, DQs are not active in this. It's hardcore rules. Nicely done there. See right now, Sebulba. No, not Sebulba, Zolawak. Oh! Shot there with that break bell, and I'm certain he'd love nothing more than to get himself some payback on Reptile following what happened at Golden Ambitions, but you see, Reptile not going to make it easy. Of course, Reptile also escaping. I should say, but Reptile also escaped possible jail time. Mainly thanks to the fact that the Brotherhood chose to forgive him for his involvement in Zolawak's activities. Lucario himself stating that he forgave forgave Reptile. And the court acted out of respect for Lucario's wishes. Reptile was cleared of all charges. Of course, Zolawak. One of the interesting things I found out was about another little Pokemon in Zolawak's custody, Zola. Many of you might know about him, but he has been quite vocal about keeping him as a pet. Supposedly it was a gift given to him by Bowser. The court have allowed him to keep custody of Zola. Or Zora. How was it pronounced? I think it's pronounced. Actually, no, never mind. Nice shot there by Zolawak. Look at this right now there by Zolawak, a tarantula. And Zolawak right now grabbing another weapon. Remember, hardcore rules, so anything goes in this one. Seeming eager for Reptile to stand up. And if Reptile does stand up, I think he'll be met with some wood. Thankfully, by that I don't mean Zolawak's dick. Oh, over the head! Oh, and a shot again! Oh, and Reptile might be out! No, he isn't. Reptile just recovering there. And he stayed down, it would have gone down as a KO win. Zolawak would take the top. However, Check out Reptile! Kicking combos and pumping himself up. Check this out! A Spinebuster! And now Reptile looking to go in for a sharpshooter! Can't get Zola to tap though, but look at this right now! Nicely done by Zola, and Zola gonna fly! Very impressive there. Shots here by Zolawak. You see that? Uh-oh. Oh, Reptile in trouble! No! Through the table! If this were a table match, Zolawak would have just won it. But it's not a table match. Both of them are down right now. Zolawak back to his feet first. And you know it's false count anywhere under hardcore rules, so he doesn't need to throw Reptile back into the ring. Go for the Sinister Urge, he's got it in! And if Reptile taps, Zolawak goes to the top. Of course, the winner of this takes on the World Champion at the Path of Glory CPV, but we got to go through the aftermath first. Look at this right now, modified, it's a bow and arrow submission actually. Once again, doesn't get the tap out, but, oh! Splash! And puts him in a Sinister Urge again! And right now Reptile is in trouble. Zolawak in complete control. Again, Reptile refusing to give up. I don't think he'd want to give Zolawak the satisfaction of getting a win over him. Head scissors. Of course, Reptile is bleeding. Zolawak not bleeding yet. Boot to the stomach. We're gonna miss that. Whoa! I'm trying to. Dragon screw there. Now tries. Again countered there by Reptile. And Reptile putting in a very impressive fight, but right now it looks to be Zolawak in complete control. Nicely done. And now going up for another weapon. And and Reptile tries to fly out, but ends up overflying. Gets clobbered with those brass knuckles. And it's, look at this now, Reptile actually running from Zolawak now. Zolawak gets back in and a wheel kick. Reptile, he kind of led Zolawak on a chase there and then was able to get the advantage once you get back in. Oh, that. See that? Zolawak just swung at the air. I think he got blinded there by the fire extinguisher. And now, got him! Sliver! And now look at this, rolling it up! Got him! It's a win for Reptile! A pinfall win, which ties him. Ties him with Sebulba at the top. Very impressive. Reptile was able to make his way back in that one. Made it back with a sliver and then rolled him up for the cover. Impressive performance from Reptile. Puts him up there with Sebulba. The only way that both of them could be overtaken is with a submission or knockout win on this show. And the rest of the oh, come on! On Zola! The brass knucks! Zola on the assault! And Reptile just getting absolutely clobbered! Back up to his feet and smashed again! Oh, look at Zola now! Just on this assault on Reptile! And now, oh god! Clearly hasn't stopped that. And Zola guess you could say a little bit of redemption. He didn't win the match, but he certainly left Reptile laid out here. Okay, people, the next matchup, I'm being told it's a triple threat, and it is a cage match. So only 3 points up for grabs. Whoever wins this will only be able to equalize Reptile and Sebulba at the top. And again, the draw as to who's in these matches is completely random. Throughout this entire series, you might end up facing the same person over and over. The only time that you're guaranteed to be facing someone, at least in some bit unique, is when you have to compete twice against the other individual who has to compete twice. Anyway, here is Mewtwo. Of course, Tails and Mewtwo came up short in the tag team battle at Golden Ambitions. Mewtwo surviving the longest in that match, but came up short to Randy Lee. And well, here comes the individual that has to compete twice tonight. That's Jack Stanbridge. We know that later on he'll take on Vince Ford. But he's here in this matchup right now. Remember, triple threat. It's in a cage. The only way to win is by escaping the cage, so you'll only pick up the win by escaping. You can only pick up 3 points in this one, but to get yourself off to a win is a pretty important start for you. Of course, I was talking earlier about Jack trying to rebuild and reinforce the bridges between himself and the Arbiter. And as we saw on the road, when Jack came out to ensure that Dark Forge didn't try to lay the sneak attack on Arbiter, of course Jack put a stop to that. Came out and stood by the Arbiter's side. Clearly the two of them have rebuilt those bridges. But like I said, they've got to keep reinforcing them now. Well, anyway, we got Jack in the ring. One more participant for this one.